starts with Amy calling her Julia Louise-Dreyfus, and then Paul immediately calls her Julia Louise-Dreyfus. I'm just desperate to know what the hell's going on. I'm a fan of Unspooled. I am a fan of Paul Scheer. I am a fan of Amy Nicholson. This gray day reflects a grayness inside me, a sadness, if you will, over the fact that it has been nearly 2 months since I requested answers, just some simple answers, from Mr. Paul Scheer and Ms. Amy Nicholson, the hosts of the podcast Unspooled, about whether or not they are aware that the actress Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in fact named Julia Louis-Dreyfus and not Julia Louise-Dreyfus. This is something I have tried to let go of, and I simply cannot. Here is the entire saga presented to you with the hope that you will assist me in getting Mr. Scheer and Ms. Nicholson to please let me know just what the hell is going on.
And he was the guy who didn't know that her name was Julia Louise-Dreyfus. What a dum-dum.
Her name is Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Look, if I am mistaken, if it turns out that her name is not Julia Louis-Dreyfus and someone wants to inform me of this, I am more than happy to declare myself a GD fool. I enjoy the podcast Unspooled. I enjoy Paul Scheer. I enjoy Amy Nicholson. On this week's episode of Unspooled, which is about the movie Fight Club, they bring up the actress Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Now, that's, as far as I know, that's her name, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She was Elaine on Seinfeld. She starred on Veep. She's ubiquitous. Everyone knows she's Julia Louis-Dreyfus. It starts with Amy calling her Julia Louise-Dreyfus, and then Paul immediately calls her Julia Louise-Dreyfus. And I am just very confused because both of these people, Amy Nicholson and Paul Scheer, are in the entertainment business, and I kind of think Paul was actually on Veep at some point. What is going on? I knew it. I knew it. I knew Paul had been on Veep. I did not see those episodes, but I just had this feeling, and I didn't want to look it up because I didn't want to further deepen this mystery and deepen my own obsessiveness about this. But here we are. I am just very, 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 very interested in the mechanics of this situation, of how it came to pass that on Unspooled, I like Paul Scheer, I like Amy Nicholson, I like the show Unspooled. I've listened to it since the beginning for years now. I'm just wondering how it came to pass that someone who is actually on a television show with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who maybe her name is not Julia Louis-Dreyfus, how it came to pass that they both referred to her as Julia Louise-Dreyfus. Paul Scheer, who still hasn't conclusively made clear to me if he knows that Julia Louis-Dreyfus's name is Julia Louis-Dreyfus and not Julia Louise-Dreyfus. I guess we'll never know.